In fact, before I worked for myself, an ex-boyfriend said to me, "You're the least ambitious person I've ever met," you know? And I've often said that people think people aren't ambitious, but it's not that they're lazy, they're just scared or they're uninspired. I just wasn't inspired, no? So what he did, so I'd been fired from yet another job. I'd done the first section of my hypnotherapy training. And I was just going to take my time, you know. I wasn't planning on being a hypnotherapist anytime soon. I was just going to do that sort of thing of like, oh, I'll just take my time and maybe I won't really do it, and being a bit vague about it, right? And I went to see him to do my exams for the first part, and he said, "How are you?" And I said, "Well, I've just been fired." And he said, "Oh, well, why don't you do the next part of the course, but fast track this part?" And I was like, I don't have the money. So I was like in my 20s, and I was with skin. And he said, "Don't worry about it." He said, "I believe in you." He said, "Do the course." And he said, "You can pay me back when you've got the money," which of course I did. He said, "But you have to start sooner than you think." And I was like, that's an amazing piece of accountability for me.
I was going to say, he gave you accountability